Mwahahaha. Alright, so let's see if everything is actually working here. Hopefully it is. Let's get everything up and running here. Hey HD, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna do a little bit of a change this week. I've been talking about this for like a little over a week now, right? So basically what we're gonna do, Tuesdays and Thursdays YouTube live streams, right, will be YouTube only. So we're not going to do like we've been doing where we do a single playthrough of, say, Space Engineers, where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is all the same series, but jumping between Twitch and YouTube. So what we're going to do is the Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays stuff will be exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. Once we're done there, because there's an embargo on anything because I'm a Twitch affiliate. So after 24 hours, I can export that over to YouTube. So the things that are on Twitch will be one series, the things on YouTube will be a different series. And I'm going to try not to mix the two series. So hopefully we won't have all the confusion that, that we had with the current stuff. So the current series that we are doing on the Twitch side will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or well, Monday, Wednesday, and probably Friday. Fridays I tend to try and do the day 14, the day 7 hordes, or the 7th day horde in 7 Days to Die. But, you know, if I don't do that and I do Space Engineers or whatever, it'll be, you know, the Twitch series, not the YouTube series. And then, so basically, it'll all work out. Hey Captain Chills, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The no uranium on planets start? Wow, that would be rough. Is that workshop content? I'm assuming it's workshop. I've not seen that in the hold on a second, I need to turn the local side of that music down a little bit. It's blasting in my ears here. Alright, that's a little bit better. Let me know if you guys can hear the music or not. You know, I'm trying to keep it so you have a little bit of stuff going on in the background there. Yeah, do you I haven't seen the no uranium start. Now, we do have a crap ton of mods installed on this. The only thing I am planning on disabling, we're going to enable spectator. We're going to enable air tightness, just because it's always much more fun. And we are leaving the spiders turned off because they're cheating little punks, so. Oh, let's see here. We're going to turn friendly fire on because it's always fun when your turrets destroy your own crap. Unknown signals. Interesting. Why am I not able to turn those on? And we're going to turn normal. I don't care about the flora, it does nothing for me. So alright. So anything other than the spiders I wanna screw it. Oh, I know what else I wanted to put in here. Yeah, so this mod list is crazy long right now. And I'm actually going to add the tiered ship tools. There we go. As well. And you go all the way to the top. Alright. So yeah, I don't have the no uranium start, but I think I will look that up after today. Let's see here. Offline, creative, sure. And I think we just grabbed the red chip start, so. But yeah, Captain Chills, if you have a link to the no uranium start, can you message me on YouTube or over on Twitter with that? Because that sounds like that would be an awesome series to do. Because basically you would have to start with just solar. Solar and lots of batteries. Which would be really expensive, actually, early game, come to think of it. Wow, that would actually be a lot of fun. Especially for me, considering I tend to go looking for a lot of uranium. So, for the folks who are joining us, welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and that your week has started out well. If it hasn't, then my apologies. Hopefully it'll get better for you. So I was explaining earlier, for those who have been with the channel for a while, and for those who haven't, up until last week, we were doing this thing where I stream Monday through Friday, right? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays I'm over on Twitch side. Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm here on YouTube. And what I had been doing was streaming one game playthrough like every day. But then I was doing off-camera work as well. And what I'm going to do is, in the future, moving forward, starting with this week, the stuff that I stream on YouTube will be its own series, so that if I do anything off camera, it will basically fill in the gaps between the Tuesday and Thursday stream. On the Twitch side of the house, that will be a separate series, and because I am an affiliate on Twitch side, I have a 24-hour embargo on streams and any content that I post over there being exported. So what we'll do is 24 hours after the stream ends on the Twitch side, I'll be able to export it. So it'll be basically an afternoon video for you on the YouTube side. Really? Spitzy? Okay. I'll definitely take a look for that then. I am horrible with the workshop foo, so... Oh, but yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that, because that would be an awesome start. But today we're just doing a little bit of a chill stream, having some fun with a ridiculous number of mods. If anybody is interested in the mod list, let me see here. I think I can do... I'll have to figure it out. I put the mod list creator in, and it'll basically pull all of the mod details, and I should be able to export that. In fact, let me see here really quick. We'll take a quick look here. I might have to look it up. Steam Workshop, there it is. Modlist Builder. What do we have to do here? Oh, get mods, that's what it is. And we're going to come here. Let me get in here really quick. All right, so we are going to do this. I'm going to update the description with the mod list, hopefully. No. Is it not working? Gonna have to play with that then. Tricky question. You're always late, Sharky. It's fine. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Oh, hello. I keep forgetting there's no gravity generator. Oh my god, pups. What did you eat? Holy crap. My dog smells like he just crapped himself. Sorry, not that anybody really wanted to know that. Oh. Alright. So we're gonna leave that open. I don't want to keep pressurizing, depressurizing the ship. Okay, so you are good, you are good. Alright, you should be... Okay, so you're depressurized, we've got large reactor. And we're basically gonna break this thing down. Man, I swear, and he waits until I start streaming every time, too. It's like it was Taco Tuesday over here or something for him. Holy crap! My eyes are watering. Hold on a second. Wow. The only thing that I think the only thing I've been exposed to worse than that was the damn tear gas. Holy crap, pups. Alright. Stop talking about my dog's butt here. Alright, so let's see. Oh, alright, so we know we have uranium. The red ship starts pretty standard. Everybody knows, or I think everybody knows at this point, you have iron and uranium up here, you have iron down there. Plot twist, it's the panda, not the dog. Yeah, I know, right? Alright. So we have a ridiculous number of mods. And I'm trying to figure out, let's go ahead and get the wheels off of here. Alright, first things first, let's make this thing usable. Oh, you know what I didn't? I can't believe I didn't put the one mod I didn't put in here. The build and repair tool. Yes, we're gonna save before quitting. Oh. It's like, are you kidding me? Really? Okay, so do we have the passageway in here? I want to add both of those as well. And we're gonna load. Okay. So yeah, we're up to 30 mods on day one. Oh, alright. So like I said, this is kind of a chill stream. We're just gonna start playing around with some stuff. I am going to be turning on corruption on this as well. The first 2 days, well, the first 2 live streams will be without the corruption mod enabled. Starting next week, corruption mod will be enabled for this playthrough. So. Not playing Space Engineers at Skyrim, yeah, I know, right? Oh, alright. Ow. I am kind of curious about that no uranium start now. While waiting for that to load. My apologies. I do try to be a little bit better organized in the morning, but it doesn't always happen. No uranium on planets. Platinum on planets, finding uranium. Yeah, I'll have to go through the workshop and look at the custom starts and see what we can come up with. Let's see here. I apologize for the loading time. So I'm seeing a couple of planets that are planets without uranium. Not anything from Spitzy. Let's see if it comes up with... Nope. Nothing from Spitzy. Okay, so... we're looking at planet. Oh, there it is. Earth renewables. Earth minus uranium. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna add that in for a playthrough. That's rather awesome. Thank you for pointing that out, man. All right. Next stream is roughly 48 hours. Yes. Okay, so first things first. Oh, I really dislike this whole... Can I get it? There. I really dislike the fact that we can't set colors anymore. That really bugs me. Alright, so we've got everything basically here. What we're going to do is... Do we have any steel plates? I may not have any steel plates. I know. Do we have any steel plates as we're looking at the... Why am I in like creative mode or something here? Alright, so let's grab character tools. We are going to grab... Am I in... Oh, come on, I am not in creative mode. Ah, son of a... Alright, strike two. Wow. I don't remember switching that over, but okay. Sorry about that, folks. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we've started 3 times now, so... Wow. Alright, here, so... Alright, but yes, so Captain Chills Out, thank you for the tip on that that planet. I'm definitely gonna do a series on that. That actually looks really good. Yeah, no worries, Sharky. I'm actually fairly excited about that idea of the no uranium start. Alright, so... Oh... Too many mods. Now, the big mod that I have in here is the tiered thruster pack, and that always kills your load times because you have basically a lot of duplication with just different colors on the thrusters, and for some reason the color palette on that just completely tanks my my load time. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and are having a terrific week so far. And are you saying that you want to jump in on some Space Engineers later this week then, Sharky? Medieval Engineers did a small update today as well. That looks like they're getting closer to the 6.3 launch, so maybe another week or so, and hopefully we'll see 6.3. So for those who don't know, I've been promising Sharky that when 6.3 comes out, we'll do some multiplayer Medieval Engineers. So if it comes out this week, we'll do it for Thursday. If it comes out next week, then we'll do it probably for Tuesday and Thursday. Itchy foot. Man. Oh. So I've got my water. I just finished my juice. I have no tea this morning. I should have gotten some tea. Alright, so again, I apologize for the excessive loads. There we go. Alright. Hey, look at that. Alright. Oh. Do we not get damaged blocks here? No? Really? I haven't done the red ship start since the big update. And it looks like we don't have damaged blocks on start now. For those who may not have seen it before, these blocks used to start kind of smashed up. The ones on the ends. Interesting. He says as he starts grinding down the blocks anyway. Alright, so we're just trying to get some steel plates going. And we are going to go ahead and put Bob in here. Hey Bob, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Alright. You know what, let's go that way. Why am I not able to place that? I have steel plates. Alright, so what's... oh. Yes, Hal, the lights will block you from placing things. Alright, now what do we need for this? We need construction components, motors, computers, piping. This is where these things come in handy. Because a lot of what you need comes straight off of these things. Alright. And we've got some broken pieces here that we don't need. Now I tend to grind down one of these reactors, and we will actually do that here shortly. I want to see if that was everything I needed or not. Yeah, most of it. So if we go grab a couple of more landing gear. So we've got at least one more landing gear. I think we've got 2 landing gear left to grind down. Oh, it's the seal tubes. Okay. So yeah, let's go grab the rest of these. And then what we'll do is that we will go ahead and there should be one more of those. Yeah, there's 2 more of those. Awesome. Yeah, so this should give us what we need, actually. Now, unfortunately, I do need to find gold and silver. And obviously nickel and such as well. But so I just need computers now. What's got computers? Come here, Mr. Double Assembler. How you doing, buddy? You have computers for me? No. You have a lot of steel plates, though. Let's see what we got in here. Hey, look at that. We got a couple of computers. Let's go ahead and grab those. And the reason I want to get Bob online is because once Bob is online, we can have him assist us with the mining, as it were. Alright. Because what we're going to do is... let's go over here. We're going to set Bob up here. We want repair. We want it to help others. We want it to grind before. Okay, so we're gonna have it in fly mode. We're gonna have it grind before weld. We want it to be 313 100 100. We're gonna set that. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. And what we're going to do is we come back in here, we set it. If you select the set current build color, it's going to change the build color that I had selected to the color that we set in there. So that's how you can set specific colors if you've got something like Bob installed. Anything that lets you do manual setting of color palette makes it much easier to get stuff done. So now if we say do this and we paint the block, Bob should grab that. In theory. It helps if I turn Bob on. Bob is like the rest of us. He doesn't do anything unless you turn him on. Okay, there you go. Alright. There you go. And with that done, we can go ahead and grab the light armor block. We can grab the light slope. Alright. Oh, my wife is teasing me. She just sent me an instant message talking about what we're having for barbecue next week. One of the people she works with is setting up a barbecue company. And he's basically giving her an update on what the menu is for the next week. Makes me hungry. Alright, and you come out of there. We're basically just getting rid of all this wonderful stuff. And since we have it on fly mode, if Bob happens to cut any of this stuff off and it goes floating, he should go after it as well. So, in theory, again. Whether he actually does or not. Exactly, Sharky. Exactly. So, for the folks who are joining us, welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far and that you had a nice and relaxing weekend. Now, for the folks that are in the U.S., don't forget this Sunday is the Daylight Savings changeover. So, for those outside of the U.S., have some sympathy for the folks in the U.S. We're losing an hour on Sunday, so. So, yeah. Just remember, have some patience with us. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish getting some of this out of here. No, I actually haven't adjusted any of the bitrate. So it used to. I was using the Streamlabs OBS version before, and I'm thinking I might have to go back to that for YouTube streaming because it seems to be a little bit better optimized. So is anybody else having problems with it, or is it just Sharky? If you guys can let me know. Because looking at it from my side, both the monitor and like my monitoring software and the live stream software both look good from my side for once. So alright, so let's go ahead and get this out of here. Yeah, no, my energy's low. Alright. And that gives us a little bit of supply without having to do entirely too much mining. And actually, do I have you set up to collect ore? I don't know if I've got Bob set up to collect ore yet. Hold on, so let's go ahead and drop this stuff off here. Come here, Bob. What do you set? How did I set you up? So I know you should collect everything. Your sound volume is way too high there, buddy. Alright, let's go ahead and give you down to 20%. Much better. Alright, and I don't care if he's collecting stone right now because we actually are going to need it. But I do want to get a little bit of uranium here. And Bob should be collecting all of that. So you're over there, so we need to go this way. There you go. Did you collect any of that, Bob? You know you want it to. Hey, look at that. Bob collected some. There you go. And we want our refinery actually turned on. There you go. We're basically just going to use the refinery to start charging up, or refining the uranium so that we can bring the rest of the stuff online. There we go. Let's get our suit charged up here. Huh, interesting. Okay, yeah, so I will, for the next stream, for Thursday stream, I'll use the Streamlab versions of OBS. The bandwidth system in that, because it actually has an auto configuration for bandwidth, so it'll take a look at whatever my my bandwidth looks like for that particular day. Welcome to the US. You're never guaranteed to have the same bandwidth at any point in time. And so what it does is it basically does a little bit better shaping on the bandwidth. So. All right. And we are full again. Okay. Actually, you're piped in, right? Let's check to make sure he's actually piped in. You are actually piped in. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do, military transport, mining carriage, do we actually have an antenna turned on? Alright, that's fine. Yeah, it is possible. Like I said, the Streamlabs version of OBS actually does auto configurations for your bandwidth for upload download based on what your current network looks like, what the condition of the bandwidth looks like at the time that you do it. So the regular version of OBS has a system that will do that, but it's not nearly as good. And meteor storm comes in from the sun, which means it's going to come in from that way. So I'm going to go inside. We're going to paint up the reactor, because this could be very bad very quickly. Oh look, you're already set for it. Okay. Where's the meteor swarm? Anybody else see a meteor swarm? I don't see a meteor swarm. I'm wondering if it hit the other side. If it hit the other side of the asteroid here. All right. It hit something somewhere. Mining carriage. All right. Well, I'm not going to complain. All right. Let's go ahead and get. Let's see. We have reverse still in place. Do we have any thrusters for lateral? Yeah, so all of the lateral thrusters. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart. And basically I'm just grabbing things for supplies here. Now, I don't want to break the entire thing, but we are going to start stripping parts of this back here. We've got Bob, we may as well use him. Alright. Go there. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave a couple of things connected here. And I'll leave that one. But we'll take that. So that should leave us with a bit of stuff there connected. And then while that's going on, I am going to assist Bob by starting to grind some of this stuff down. You think you spend way too much time watching sheep? That's not a bad thing. You get your usual stuff done, so it's not a bad thing to watch streams that much. Now, one of the things that we will run into is that I don't have magnesium yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and go like this. And we're going to paint large swatches. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. We're going to paint large swatches pink. And again, we're trying not to completely destroy stuff. We just want to get a little bit of things in here set up so that Bob has something to do for a while. All right. And let's go ahead and make sure we got everything in here. And this is basically where we're going to grind out to for right this minute. There we go. Oh, you're going to grind there. So we're going to have you. I'm looking for the meteor swarm. Where's the meteor swarm coming from? See, it used to come out of the rotation of the sun. But I don't know if it still does that or not. Or if it's maybe targeting one of the NPCs. That would be rather awesome if it was targeting the NPCs. Alright. Like I said, we're going to give Bob a hand here. Now what we're doing is we're basically gathering up resources so that we can use the the parts to make something else. Then I got that message from my wife sitting there saying, pulled pork next week. Damn it. Making me hungry. Alright. So we've got that. Now the question is do we want to just build a new ship, or do we want to repurpose the ship that we have? Because if we repurpose the ship that we have, that could be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Bob needs all the help he can get. So what do y'all think? Should we go with just basically break this thing completely down and then use the parts to build something else, or should I try to repurpose the red ship? Because we've done it before. We know we can repurpose it. What do y'all think? While we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and start melting some of this stuff down here. Grab this. Now, like I said, we will be turning corruption mod on. First couple of streams are basically going to be, you know, just normal AI environmental stuff. Repurpose? Alright. Enclose the ship in another ship and carry us really. Oh, that would be hilarious, Sharky. I might do that just for the giggles. Hey Secret, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We were all noobs at the game once. I am pretty much an eternal noob at the game. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat, and if I don't get it, one of the folks in the chat probably will. I will warn you ahead of time, we are playing in a very heavily modded version of Space Engineers today, so the enclosing thing sounds fun. Great. Alright, well if I'm going to enclose this ship inside of another ship, we're going to grind down, basically we're going to take off both nacelles and I'll just capture the central piece. How's that? Hey Haru. Welcome to the stream. For those who are joining us, this is a fresh start Space Engineers. So up until last week, what I had been doing was basically doing a single playthrough spanning multiple platforms for live streaming. I was doing both here and over on Twitch. And then also behind the scenes, like videos, one-off videos during the week. And it was kind of difficult for everybody to keep up with it. So what we're doing is we're going to separate it out a little bit. So the live streams that we're doing here on the YouTube side will be a YouTube-only series. Any videos I do between these live streams will show up in the days between the live streams. That way it'll basically say, you know, so we have today's live stream, which is the launch. If I do any more work off camera and I record anything, that'll be a video tomorrow. And then when we come back on Thursday, we'll continue the series for the live stream side on Thursday. The things that I do off camera tend to be just the boring crap like this, where I'm grinding down large portions of ships, or if I need basically to spend a lot of time building something, I'll do the build on camera but not live stream. It just depends on how much time I'm going to spend on a build. So yeah, Sharky, the red ship is just a little too big as it is to carry the whole thing. You have a lot of wasted material in here. So Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Secret. I'm always happy to introduce more people to the insanity that is Space Engineers. OCD Simulator. This game will drive you nuts. Oh. Right on. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always glad to help if I can. I also do sometimes do things like mod reviews and highlights. So if there's a mod that you're interested in and want to see somebody, you know, screw up with it before you try, let me know, and I'm always glad to do that. So. Who are you asking, Sharky? You asking? Oh crap! That's ran out of power. If you're asking the rest of chat, yeah, I don't know. But for me personally, no, I'm not having any buffering issues on my side. Oh. Quick. We have power again. Actually, I need to check to see. Let's see how much uranium ore we still have. Yeah, we got a bunch. Okay. So if we're gonna do this. Okay, so the areas on either side of the central piece are basically coming off. So what I'm thinking is where it flares out is where we'll cut it. Transport, okay. So basically the blocks that are painted black, we're gonna go straight forward from aft to bow, or I should say from stern to bow, on both sides. And we'll reclaim all of the stuff in there, which means I'm gonna have to move the reactor somewhere. Okay, so normally when I reclaim this ship, what I will do... There we go. Hey Demon, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, like I was saying, normally what I would do is if I'm reclaiming the centerpiece, is I'll remove this thruster and I'll take the section out down below all of this and basically build a reactor down in there. What I'm thinking we might do this time though is I might put the reactor up front. That's where the meteor is coming in from. Yeah, Demon, I know. It's YouTube's notifications have been broken for years, even though their engineers keep saying, "Oh no, everything works fine. Don't worry about it." And it looks like the NPCs have been getting the meteor storms. But yeah, thanks for showing up today, man. All right, so. But basically what I'm saying, what I was talking about is breaking this at this point. And we just basically carry that line straight forward. Now I don't want to actually break all of this off yet, so we're going to leave that piece there. We are going to go ahead and start breaking some of this out. Now, did I just screw that up? No, that's right. Ramp and then flat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you could let me know if you're having any like buffering issues with the stream, because Sharky's having some problems on his side, and I don't know if it's my setup or if it's just YouTube being wonky again. Because we all know how YouTube likes to break crap. All right. Alright, so this is all going to go away. This is all going to go away. Grab some of this. Alright. Oh, that was Bob. Like, freaked me out there for a second. It was like, did I just see a meteor go flying past? No, it was Bob. Okay. Look, it's the Gollum song. There we go. Hey, Mike. Is it? Okay. Do I have the hallway mod? Yes, yes I do. As much as I have talked that mod up, yeah, I get in trouble if I don't put that mod in. The Passageways and More mod, or Passageway Plus mod, yeah. Love that mod. So I basically have all of the mods that I really like loaded on this save. We've got 30 some odd mods right now, maybe 31 mods. There you go. Oh, it's a great mod. Now, for those who don't know what we're talking about, let me bring it up here. So there's this mod called Passageways Plus. Basically, what the mod author did is he took the old passageway model and reworked it. So now you have these four-way intersections, you have, you know, vertical T intersections. Because what happens is that with the old passageways, the old vanilla passageways, when you had them meet at right angles, there's this basically dead space in the corners. And so what we did, or I shouldn't say what we did, what the mod author did is they basically made this four-way intersection. Well, people really, really liked it. So they went back and then they added a T intersection, and then they added a vertical T and corners. It's just gotten ridiculous. So basically it started with this block and has grown to encompass all of these, except for the two chairs. These are part of Azimuth's mods, but all of the rest of this has been in like the last year of development. So if you ever get a chance to say anything to the mod author, thank them for me once again. I have thanked them a few times. But yeah, the mod is absolutely amazing. So you have a sealed, you have like sealed stairs now. There's a passageway. They've even done is it on here? It should be in here somewhere, but they have an airlock. It's basically an enclosed door, but it's a single block. Yeah, there you go. Passage airlocks. So instead of having to use two blocks to make a, you know, what they call the poor man's airlock, you can just use this one block. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, so we've got that. We've got the maintenance passageways as well. And then as you can see, I've got a bunch of like the lettering mods, and you know, we have a lot of stuff loaded. Oh, I didn't realize I had loaded that mod. What is that from? Interesting. I didn't realize I had loaded the thin armor mod. I'll have to check and see which mod that's out of. But I do have the Azimuth light pack loaded, as well as the tiered thruster mod. And those will come into play not too much longer from now, actually, as Bob catches up with what we're doing. Now, Bob tends to not always grab these, so I'm going to grind the lights out really quick. You liked how I made the hallways on the multiplayer? Oh, thank you. Yeah, at the time we were making it, it was driving everybody nuts because it was it was not a friendly way to build things, unfortunately. Right. Yeah, secret, no worries. I do have the Modlist builder installed, but it's not working for me apparently. So I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. But yeah, we've got I don't know, like 30 mods installed. You can see them all if you go back to around the 15-minute mark, I think. So it is lagging for you guys now? Okay. Alright, I'll keep, like I said, I'll go back to the Streamlabs OBS version for next stream. The problem that I had is that it was crashing with one of the updates in Space Engineers. we have Bob, so he's going to pick that up. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this stuff off. Now, I do tend to try and keep things mostly organized. So I'm going to do a little bit of inventory management. Like I said, I try not to do too much of this kind of stuff on camera. There we go. Mainly because it's really boring to watch, and it's actually really boring to do too, so. It might be, but it might also just be that YouTube is basically throttling me a little bit. Yeah, like I said, on my side, everything actually looks better than it normally does. So that by itself is throwing like caution signals to me, because if it works better than normal, that's usually a problem. And we are going to go. We're going to go ahead and change you over here, because what we're going to do is we're going to say 1 and 2. And that lets me grind all of this out and keep it mostly connected. Alright, so that is basically what we're going to do on that side, and then on this side we're basically going to do the same thing. So what I'm thinking is, if we're going to keep the centerpiece, right? Now, do we actually want to enclose it all inside of a larger ship, or do we want to actually make that the center part of a new ship? If nothing's broken, you have a problem. Yeah, the Barbie pink is so that Bob knows what to grind away. Yeah, like I said, I'm not overly concerned with getting all of the plates out of here. No, you I do want to get, because you are interior plates, and I hate making interior plates. Of course, I hate making regular plates too, but that's besides the point. There you go. Center part of a larger ship? Okay. We can do that. So if we're going to do that, I think I have an idea. How many blocks is that? That's 1, 2, 3. Come on. So if we go, alright. So if we do that, what we can do here is we're basically going to mirror what we have on both sides a little bit. And then we'll resculpt some of the area down here. And what I'll do is I'll keep the red ship stuff, and anything that we add to it we'll do in different colors for each phase. That way you can see what we're building in each section. So eventually it will all be enclosed. But I'm thinking I want to do something like this. Barbie barging. Barbie, yeah. So if we do that, and then we take another ion. Where's my, there it is. Oh. You're flat, right? No. Damn it, you turn off the auto rotate. Alright. Bane of my existence. Now, did you do that right? No. Actually, no. That's gonna be here. There we go. Mwahaha. Yeah, actually, all of the music that you're hearing is from Epidemic Sound. So you'll hear all sorts of just like miscellaneous mix stuff in here. So now we have vertical and lower vertical. Yes. Okay. So then we can actually start taking some of this stuff out as well. Now I do need to make sure that I do not remove the last reactor until we have figured out where to put the new reactor at. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do that. Take the light out there. Change up our color so that we are not so if we go that way, that gives us the light down here, that gives us connectors on the four sides. Okay. Oh, like have a docking bay here? Yeah, we could do that. I've actually done that in the past where I've made this like my, like a small shuttle landing area. I might have to take some of this out on the front though. For now, we'll leave that as a dock. Actually surprised Bob is not, because Bob is set to grind before weld, that's right. So Bob won't actually grind it, or won't weld that thing up until the rest of this stuff is taken care of. Yeah, I did it with, yeah, I did it in, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I've done it where we've taken this side portion and made it a hangar. I've done the front portion over here as a docking area. Life support failure imminent. Oh, guess I should just open up my mask now. Let's go ahead and grab this out of here. Come here. I keep forgetting I don't have a gravity generator. I keep wanting a damn gravity generator. Alright, let's get some energy back here. Oh, yeah, we've done all... I really do like the red ship starts. They do tend to be a lot of fun for me because it's... You know, you have just enough stuff to get things done. And this could be bad depending on if we actually get them this time or not. Anyone see meteors anywhere? Not seeing any meteors yet, so we're not going to worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and refill our O2. My tanks. Yeah, my oxygen tank's a little low. Now it's epic buffer. Oh, I'm sorry. This double V? Yeah, I figure if we're gonna use it, we may as well make it useful, you know? And yeah, whenever I work with somebody to like that hasn't played Space Engineers before, I tend to sometimes over-explain things, but I am of the old school Space Engineers mindset of the best way to learn in Space Engineers is to do it in Space Engineers. Right. So you know what? We have you there. Let's go ahead and grab some parts out of here. Just so we can get this reactor online so I can start breaking the other stuff down. Thank you, Hero. Appreciate that. Well, Red's gotten into basically full-time streaming at this point. So between her live stream schedules and, you know, real life, she has very little time, unfortunately. D up on the sidewalk, please. What are you talking about, Mike? Sorry. Are they still spawn? Oh, we're teaming to get out of the gutter. Nice. Oh. Okay, so for the meteor shower, my understanding is that they, I don't think they still spawn from direction of the sun. I think they're actually, there is a spawn location for them. But I have to say, this is the longest I think I've ever gone without seeing them. Actually seeing them, you know? It's like, they're hitting somewhere. They might be broken again, too. Metal grids. I'm not sure how I don't have enough parts for these things, because I broke a reactor down. Yeah, that's just... Alright. Superconductors, reactor components. Alright. Yeah, you can get all that stuff out of there. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to destroy your free time, start live streaming or recording videos. Your social life goes right out the window. It's just finding that balance that works for you. You know, that's one of the things that I've always said when people ask me about it. It's like, if you really want to get into doing live streams regularly and you want to start doing video recording like on YouTube or even on Twitch now, you really do want to keep that life-work balance going. If you don't take care of yourself in everything, you can't continue to make videos because, you know, you burn out. And I think we all go through that at some point in time, and no matter how many people, because I had people tell me the same thing when I first started. You know, it's like, find that balance that works for you. And I was like, yeah, I will. And I didn't believe them, and, you know. So we all go through it. It's one of those, no matter how many times people tell you, you're not gonna listen to them until you do it yourself, so. Who needs a social life? Yeah, it's really easy to get pulled into the whole thing. We're out of computers. Alright. So we're gonna go cargo. Move all this stuff over to our cargo. We're gonna hide empty. There. Got lots of uranium being processed is a good thing. Alright, so production. I don't know if we have any silicon. Oh, we do have some. Actually, we'll do that. Not that I really need the iron. We've got some ridiculous number of plates, so. Yeah, gallons of coffee. Yeah, I'm a little unnatural when it comes to the caffeine. I really haven't done a lot of caffeine in the last couple of years. So, I can't say I've been completely caffeine free, but I've been mostly caffeine free for about 2 years now. Coming up on 2 years. I eat too much chocolate to say that I'm completely caffeine free, so. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these out of here. So like I said, for the folks who have been wandering in, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week so far. If you have any questions, we are in Space Engineers. We are playing in a very heavily modded version of the game. But if you have any questions, feel free to throw them out in chat, and either I or somebody in the community will be glad to help you with it if we can. I know some people feel uncomfortable interrupting streams. You're not interrupting the stream, you're asking a question. Because that question that you have, someone else probably has as well. Alright, I need to find some silicon. I thought there was silicon on this asteroid too. Let me just see here. Oh, you know what I need? I need to put the ore detector on. Got uranium. We got iron. I could swear there was silicon on this thing before. Oh well. Uranium and iron. Hey, what are you doing over here? No floating away. There's no escaping in space engineers. Sheesh. It's like Hubert gone crazy over here. I don't know, it might be on the bottom of it. Let's take a look. I could swear there had been... Nope, looks like it's just all iron. It's okay. Yeah, no silicones. Go ahead and grab this. See, I'm trying to figure out where the extra computers went. Because I broke down a large reactor. I should, in theory, have the parts of the large reactor. I think Bob got a little hungry. He's messing with me. Chewing the little bits. That might be a little too much information there, Sharky. Alright, so you are... You know what? I bet Bob went over here, didn't he? Yep. There we go. Bob stole my computers to try and fix the assembler. There you go. Okay, so now that we have that fixed, we are going to go in here. We are... Oh, nope, inventory. We want reactors. We're going to move all that over here. Which reactor did we just pull that out of? We pulled that out of reactor 2. So we're going to have that turned off. Alright, awesome. Getting a little closer there. Unknown signals are these little bonus things that Keen put in. Basically, if you go over and you there's a button on them. So if you go over and hit the button, you have a random chance of getting a skin for either one of your tools, a weapon, or your suit. So you could get boots, gloves, suit, helmet, or something for any of your tools. So. You are out of there. We're going to redo that. And since Bob is grabbing the reactor, we're going to grab this. Now you are, yep, you're a corner. And we'll probably end up reworking a good portion of this section as well. Nice. What are you missing? You're missing those in thrusters, but that's okay. Alright. Come here, Bob. It's time for you to start working on this side, I think. Oh, nope. Wrong button. There we go. And because, like I said, we know Bob doesn't always grab these things first, we're going to grab the parts. All right. There we go. I think that is all the lights in here. Yeah. Alright, so Bob can continue working on all of that. We're going to grab you really quick. And you really quick. There we go. Mining carriage. As long as it's not an Argentivis, we are okay. And don't worry, secret. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and grind through here really quick. Alright, and then once Bob is done with this portion, now the reason I try to grind things like the lights out before Bob gets in there is because if he grinds the block under the light, you lose the light, and there's construction components in them. And I don't like making parts if I don't have to, so. I got the warning, we're... Alright. Ah! Thank you. There we go. Oh. Hey man, if you ever play multiplayer, it's always nice to have the different skins, so. Dun, 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 dun. So the first half of the ship is mostly ground down. I don't see any asteroid or any meteors coming in, so we are okay so far. Now, you know what we don't have? We don't have reverse thrust. So what I'm going to do then... Actually, before we go any further, let's go top off our air and hydrogen. That way we don't have to use our bottles if we don't need to. So we do need to get a reversed thruster in here. And let's not paint it pink because that would be kind of funny. All right. Can we please leave auto rotate turned completely off? There we go. And we need tubes and thruster components. All right. So yeah, Bob is giving me problems. Okay. And just pick up a bunch of those. I guess I need 6 more tubes and all the thruster components. Easy enough. Let's see here. Just 6 of those and all the thruster components I can carry. See? Nice and easy, right? So I need 46. Right, no, 26. 26. And then for those who are wondering how you get the menu to come up like that, you just right click and drag over to the new inventory side, and it'll prompt you for the how many do you want to transfer. If you want to transfer select amounts, like if you want to transfer 10 items, you do control left click on it and it'll transfer it between inventories. If you do shift right click, it'll transfer 100, and if you do control shift or shift left click, and if you do control shift left click, it will transfer in 1000 blocks or up to whatever you can carry. So we've got our thrusters online. We have a gyro, so we actually can move this thing if we have to. There we go. And I will probably back the ship up just a little bit here. We're going to replace these doors, by the way. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cleaning this thing up a little bit here. And you know what? We don't need Bob anymore. Let's go ahead and move that and that. So you are directly off that side. And I need steel plates. Son of a... Oh, how many steel plates have I put away? That's... We're doing pretty good. Yep. We're doing pretty good as far as resources are concerned right now, so... Alright, so if we do that... That'll end up being a thruster array, and we bring this down. Alright, so let's try doing something like this. Let me know what you think about this. How do y'all like that? There we go. So, and then what we'll do is we'll have this basically... Oh. Ship's still a little too close to the wall. Okay, let's move it. Hey JD, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, buddy. Welcome back. Let's back this thing up a little bit. Yeah, I thought about moving the engine up, and I probably will. I'm trying to get an idea of what I want to do with the lines on the ship. So I'm thinking we'll probably end up with something that looks like that, and then basically move this thruster so that the exhaust is like right here. So to move up 3 blocks. Let's go ahead and, while we're thinking about it anyway, right? And then what that'll do is that will open up a little bit of area in here directly behind it. Because if we move that forward 3 blocks, that's big enough, that's far enough forward for us to put a second large cargo container in. See, I would start grinding that thing down, but I've got no inventory space. Go ahead and just drop this stuff off, and we'll move that thruster forward. Now what we're going to do is move that up here. Ah, crap. Yeah, I have to basically get that entire thing ground out before I can place the new thruster. Okay. That figures. Silly Hal, never planning ahead. I know, I really should plan my builds better. I do way too much off the cuff shipbuilding. There you go. It's like, especially since we're doing it in survival, if I thought the designs out a little bit more, would probably be a bit better, but it's okay. There we go. And then we were saying there-ish. No. See, I actually like it there, I think, a little bit better. But we were saying that we were going to move it forward so we could put an extra cargo container in, so we'll move it forward so we can put an extra cargo container. Minmatar ship? We could do it. Oh, man. Oh, Eve Ugly ship builds. Okay, yeah, we could, maybe. Oh. Yeah, off the cuff is fun. I do it so much though that I always end up feeling a little bit bad for the folks that are watching it, because it's I'm able to visualize what I'm trying to do, but the folks who are watching are not always able to do the same. So I always feel a little bit bad about it. And I'm wondering, do we want to leave? Because we went... I could actually run... You know what? We're going to leave that as it is right now. And we'll probably continue that line forward a little bit. And wrap it in here. And you're doing that into the triangle into this. Yes. Into triangle again. Okay. And then you go that way. There you go. And it ends up rebuilding. Last time the whole red ship floated off. Hey, that was not my fault. That was Sharky. Oh, yeah. Whenever there's a massive screw up, we blame Sharky. Just on general principle. Oh, man. Come here. Now, you're gonna give me my parts. Probably not, but that's okay. Yep. Of course not. See, it's giving me the parts for this one. Actually, you know what? Let's grab... We're gonna grab these before the before Bob gets done with what he's doing. Actually, no, we have enough. We have enough parts. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about it then. But we do need to have this thruster up and working before the other thruster. See, you're getting into it, Demon. There you go. Look at perfect. Oh man. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these. Oh, helps if I spell it correctly, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to grab those, and yeah, I'll grab those. I think that we need computers for them too, right? No, just need steel plates. Okay, even better. Now that we just need steel plates, and throw all this back in there, we will grab all of our steel plates that we can carry. Now, I don't want to be standing directly in front of the emitter because you can sometimes burn yourself. Accidentally deleted your game when you tried to make a backup? Yeah, see, I've actually gotten into the habit where I don't do backups outside of the game anymore. So what I'll do is if I want to make a backup of the game, I'll do a quick save for whatever the game we're doing, and then I'll do a save as. Like that. And then go back like this. Hey S'more, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I could make a backup of my mom, except cloning is technically still illegal in the US, so. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good seeing you. I can't complain, actually. It's been a pretty good day so far. The stream started a little rough, but you know, anytime you start a new playthrough, it always something goes wrong. Like the fact that I was left in creative mode instead of survival, and then there were mods that we forgot to load in, and yeah, usual stuff. It's all good though. Alright. So that gets us, oh, hello, most of the way through here. Alright. Private sale, I'm not worried about. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to seal that off right now. Nice, Sharky. Very nice. Alright. So... All right. Okay, so we're going to get this done. Now, I am going to go ahead and put in my second cargo container. We're going to grab just a interior plate. I don't need many. We're going to get out the way here. Now, I generally like having like 2 large cargo containers. I find that basically takes care of most of my cargo needs as far as cargo content is concerned. So we're going to go ahead and get this welded up. Yeah, see, the cargo, I'm trying to figure out what's it. Oh, is it because I have an inventory of steel plates, isn't it? No. So yeah, Bob is, okay, what is Bob doing? But let's build. Oh, so let's go ahead and have this transfer all the stuff over. So do I need to do this from here now? Come on. And yeah, so you have to do it. Oh, it doesn't carry through the network anymore? That sucks. Wow. Yeah, S'more's been doing a lot with the Subnautica side. There we go. Okay, so we have our cargo system online. That's all that really matters at this point. Go ahead and start finishing up this portion. Let's see. I'm thinking... Trying to decide on how I want to handle the power system. I might actually put a second reactor in. Just so that we have the 2 reactors. Because when we start getting into the thrusters and we start getting this thing upgraded a bit, we're going to need a larger power system. So do I have the rounded blocks? I have... Show you what I have. I've only got... I didn't load any of the extended mod block mods in for the hull, for the different types of armor. So for those who don't know, there are actually more options available for what you have for armor blocks, but you have to... They're modded. They're not vanilla. I tend to try to keep the core systems of the ship built vanilla as possible, so that it's easy. That if you like, so if I use say the windows over here. I'll have them positioned and set up in such a way that if you load the ship in and you don't want to use that particular mod, you can just use vanilla windows and get, you know, something similar to it. So, but yeah, I could. Where is my refinery? My refinery is right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure Mr. Refinery is actually secured. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I actually will be putting solar panels on it. But I want to get the central portion of the design finalized before we get to the point where we're adding solar panels. Now, if I was in a dire strait, like if we didn't have uranium here, I would have already had solar panels on it. 1, 2, 3, so I need to go one more back. And we are going to do these as yield modules. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's do those. Do it the other way. Going for the greebling already. Ah, crap. There we And so this way, when we're walking under it, what we'll do is, in order to seal that off so that we don't have, so that we'll be able to pressurize this area eventually, we'll put windows in, and we'll be able to look up and see, you know, the details on the upgrade modules. Generally speaking, when you're looking at what you're trying to remove to do cutaways, just make sure that you have a flat face on something. So like here with these, with the ramps, you really need to be on something that has a vertical flat surface. If you've got things connected that are on a vertical flat surface like that, you're fine. Or horizontal, you know, basically you just don't want anything on the ramp sides. So if you have, you know, let's say I want it to have, let's say like that. If I want it to have two edges meet, they obviously won't connect because there's nothing for them to latch onto. So that's the only thing you really need to watch out for when you're building stuff. Because what will happen is if you're not careful and you cut the wrong thing, then yeah, you basically the whole thing falls apart. So just keep your eyes open when you're doing it and take your time. Don't let yourself get rushed. The game likes messing with you. It's fine. Yeah, okay. And then to get different sizes of the paintbrush, so you saw how like back here I painted all of that in one shot. Carriage. In order to do that, you do shift and middle mouse button. If you want to paint the entire thing a single color, you do shift, control, and middle mouse button by default. You can change it in your configuration as what you want your painting button to be, but by default it's middle mouse. But using the shift and control modifiers will change how much stuff gets painted. So, and all this is going to go away. I forgot to look at my life support. Okay. Yeah, chasing things through space can be fun sometimes. I've gotten to the point in my my gameplay that I don't really enjoy chasing stuff through space anymore, but you know, each their own. Alright, let's go get some energy. Oh, come on. Through the doorway. Or what used to be the doorway. Thank you. Oh, we still have doors in here. We're going to have to take those out. There you go. Alright, so it's a pretty good start so far. After we get some energy back, what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll finish trimming up the port side here. Get that cleaned up, and then we can start working on getting something built around the ship. Let's go get some air back. There we go. Then we can start taking all of this stuff out. Now I did also put in the armored gate mod, so that we actually have the 1x5 hangar doors. What that means is that we'll be able to do a much larger hangar area much easier. We don't have to worry about the 1x3s that you normally have. So, which they work really well, but they irritate me because of the fact that I don't like to have to build around limitations like that. Well, we could actually do a BAB 5 build. I actually like the BAB 5 ship designs. And I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I loaded it or not. Let me see. No, I didn't load it. So there's actually a rotor mod that gives you a basically it's a ring that you can walk through. So it's basically like this style merge block, the merge tunnel, but it's a rotor and it has connectors on it. So you can have, I think it's 4 connectors, one in each of the cardinal points. Oh, absolutely freaking amazing. And it will be loaded next time. So. Dropping your mining ship when... yeah, yeah, it's easy to do random stuff like that. Just remember not... yeah, just remember not to hit P to turn on and off parking brakes when you're inside a ship. Because if you do, it'll turn on the parking brake if you're, you have a vehicle with wheels, but it'll disconnect all of your connectors. So if you ever want to eject a bunch of stuff, right before you hit jump drive, hit P, yeah, you'll get rid of everything connected to a connector on your ship. Oh. So yeah, so I'll get that loaded in next time, and maybe we'll do a BAB 5 build. More mods! Hey, I'm not as bad as Shaq. I'm not up to 60 mods yet, okay? Shaq and Wasted. Well, Wasted doesn't do so much of the mods, but he started getting addicted to some of the new mods. But yeah, no, Shaq and his epic mod list. He's also the same guy who, when he plays Elder Scrolls, has like 250 mods or something like that, I think, in his playthrough. For those who are tuning in that don't know who I'm talking about, there's a YouTuber known as the XP Gamers, and he does a lot of multiplayer based gameplay. He does some solo play stuff too now, but he got really well known for his Space Engineers stuff, and he's got a couple of series that he's doing right now that, like, he does a weekend live stream for Space Engineers, and I think they had to remove mods because they had so many mods, it was crashing the game. They were up to something like 50 or 60 mods at one point in that live stream. I'm only about halfway there. Yeah, Wasted has started using mods. So, Bob, the nanite build and repair system, which everyone has started calling Bob. That is in his normal lineup, as is Easy Inventory, which I also use both of those mods. So, hey, no worries, S'more. Have a great night, man. Good luck. So S'more has joined us in the Empyrean Iron Man this season. So he picked probably the worst season to do it because we're doing everything as hard as on the hardest difficulties as possible. Yeah, Space Engineers is one of those games where the developers provided a great core system and then provided a mechanic to allow you to add your own stuff. And they did it really well. I wish more companies would take their approach to mods in Steam-based games. Yes, I know my inventory is full. Private sale. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I really need to worry about is an Argentivus showing up. And we've been in the system long enough that I am starting to worry about an Argentivus showing up. So I'm trying to basically get as much of this ground down as possible. Yeah, thanks for doing the shout out, Sharky. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Let's go get some power back in our suit. There we go. Okay, so port side is pretty much done at this point. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and pull those the little corner triangles out of there. Make that just a smooth side entirely down here. But I don't know what we're going to do with it. Because when we're done, both sides are basically going to be mirrors of each other. I'm going to pull that docking system out, the connector. We're going to pull that out. We're going to pull out all of like the connectors and all that crap there. Let's show you what I'm talking about. Yay, so I'm thinking we're going to take all of this stuff off. Or is there anything actually in there? No. I don't want to drop things if I don't need to for this. Oh. There? Oh. There we go. We're going to pull this out of here. Alright, so remember I said I wanted to do something in here, so I was going to leave these open? That's what we're going to do. Alright, so you're going to come out of there. Helps if I open up the right menu here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to grab our conveyor. Look at you. Oh, that's from Sage's. Okay, I know what that is. So we'll grab this. What was I get? I have to grab these really quick. So live stream's gonna go a little longer than I normally do. I normally only do about 2 hours on YouTube for live streams. That tends to make them a little bit easier for YouTube to deal with. But we're gonna go a little longer today. And there we go. So now we're going to go. Yeah. Escaping blocks are fine. Center here. So I'm a fan of having things pipe through multiple locations for a couple of different reasons. One, it allows me to have more ways of connecting back into the network later, but also builds in redundancy for, you know, in the case something blows up. And if you've ever seen any of my stuff, you know things blow up all the time for me, so. Alright, so now part of the benefit of this is that this basically gives me an area that when we come back and start adding on to the ship, we'll be able to put in, like, if we want to put weapons in, or if we need to put connectors in for things to dock up, that kind of stuff. Usually. Now we're gonna run into a problem here because we have a gyro right there. Actually, do we have two gyros back there? No, just the one. So if we go... I'm wondering, can we move that gyro somewhere? You know what? Let's move the gyro down in here. So get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do un, deux, trois. There we go. All you need is a thrusters reactor and a helmet. Well, technically, you don't even need the reactor. Because if you're just going to wear a helmet, I mean, you could just launch yourself, so... Yeah, and that's the general idea, is I want that area to be the engineering area. And eventually what is going to happen is where we have the flight seat is going to be relocated. So this is basically going to be our power generation area. The reactor or the refinery will probably get relocated eventually. And then this is going to be our actual engineering location. So there we go. And we can now go drop this stuff off in the rest of the inventory. Actually, what do you need? Okay, so we should have enough tubes for that. We should have all that. Hide empty. We want to make sure. Keep most of that there. Okay. You're using container. Why are you not interesting? All right. Okay, so that's welding up here. Why are you welding that before you're welding that? Okay, Bob, you and I need to have a little talk. Come here, buddy. Alright, we want... See, armor should be the lowest priority, buddy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you... we're going to disable stone collection. For, you know what? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave stone collection turned on for right now. Demon fuel needed. Nice. All right. Okay, and then this is going to be main manufacturing. What I may do is just go ahead and do one of these. But I need plates. Give me plates. So if we do that there, are we going to be able to actually seal this in is the question. So that'll all be sealed, that'll be sealed. It's rather dark in here. What's under here? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, all that. Actually, 1, 2. We'll leave you there. That's 2 blocks. I'll have to flip it. And this actually works out. Maybe. This might work out. So if we do that there, and we do so it'll be sideways, it'll mount on this side, or we can mount it on the end. Actually, that works out better than I thought. Because what we do is we have it come over here. Do that. Get you out of there. We put you like a so. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going to move, we're basically going to rotate the assemblers 90 degrees. So we're going to take this stuff out. And this is where we basically have to start running things a little bit more creatively. So I'll show you what we're going to do here. So take this thing out. Slowly here. Alright. Okay, so we can then go grab our assembler, and we want this to be set up like that here. And we're going to do the same on this side. So what it'll do is we'll have a system where it sets like that. Go ahead and grab this out of here. We're going to do speed modules. There we go. So do a speed module there. We drop down. Okay, we don't drop down in there. So let's go ahead and take this piece out. And we'll patch this all back up here in a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to go something like that. And we're going to flip that up. We take these two pieces out. Show you a little trick here, because you can do that. You can do that. And then you can put the assembler in between them. Like that. And you... Yeah, I know energy, suit energy is critical. Alright, so... And then that basically gives us assemblers that are fully upgraded. And we can take this. Do you have anything in... Okay. Panda hacks. Yes, exactly. Now this one's going to be a little bit tricky because, well, raisins. Ah, I'm out of energy. Son of a... So not only we're out of energy, you know all those lights that I took out? Son of a... There we go. Get our energy back. Oh, man. Yeah, so Bob is a little weird on what he is selecting for things to weld. Okay, Bob, what are you doing? So he builds some things, but not everything. One repair.
Another week, another day, another hour since you went away, and so cliche you didn't say goodbye. I've been waiting for so long, still debating what went wrong.
Alright.
All by myself.
So that should be good for Bob to start doing a little bit of work again.
It's one of us, it's obvious, but who's to really blame? There's an aching in my heart, all the questions that I've got are keeping me up at night.
Alright, well, maybe we don't get the meteors in space now. I don't know. Bright side of life. Yeah. Okay, so we have our refinery in place. We need to get our assemblers back online. And our assembler should be in here. Alright, so we want our assembler working sooner rather than later. Get this welded up. Because we do need to get things piped back through. Because you are pipes into here, because that's the refinery down there. And I may need to change where the refinery is piped in through. Don't I? Yep. Okay, so the refinery pipes into there. Well, let's see, then pipes in through the top. I mean, I guess I could really ghetto this. I might have to really ghetto this. Crap. So if we do that, I'm gonna have to ghetto this. All right. Jury rigging, here we go. Okay. Actually, no, I turned on the meteors. That's why you're getting the meteor swarm detected message. Okay, so the problem that I'm running into is that the refinery right now is not piped into the rest of the network. So since it's not piped into the rest of the network, the reactors are feeding through the refinery. So they're not able to pull anything other than the stuff that the refinery processes. Because what happens is the refinery is piped to this conveyor. And the way that it was set up is that there was a connector or a curved tube here that went into the assembler. And then the assembler passed through up here to the rest of the network. Now, because of the changes that we're making with the assemblers, where we're putting the upgrade modules on them, we basically had to change the way that they got piped in. So these are now being piped in through the side right here, which pipes in through this network up here. So the network up here, going into the storage containers, show you here really quick. Come back into here, but see, it doesn't go anywhere. It basically, it's all piped through this block, then goes down to there. So we don't have a way right now for the refinery, which is basically waiting for the connector, or the connection, rather, to come through here, through that conveyor. So what I'm thinking is we take this block out. So we take that block out. We put... No, we have to take this block. We're going to take this stuff up here out too, but... because I want to have 4 assemblers. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cheat here a little bit. So we're going to do that. Maybe. We might do that, I don't know yet. So this is going to go... speed module. Speed module. Speed module. We need to take these two out. See, this is one of the reasons why I don't like doing a lot of freehand building, because you will sometimes build yourself into a corner like this, and you end up having to rip a bunch of crap out and put it all back together again. So if we go like so and like so, those are piped through to the ends. And then for that one, we are going to need it to go to there. Like that, and like that. And this is why I always leave entrances. Ah, crap. This is why I always leave entrances into my my industrial areas. I need tubes. Alright, so can we get, what do we need? We need tubes and interior plates. Yeah, it's so I can get in there and fix this kind of stuff, because like I said, I do tend to paint myself into corners sometimes. Can I get to the one on this side? No, I can't. Why? Because I am silly. Alright. So should be right here. Don't worry, we'll fix it later. Alright. So we're gonna grab those, we're gonna grab those, and I may actually not have enough interior plates for this. Oh, around the back. So I need construction and motors, which we actually should have a crap ton of. I hope. Oh, up. Need to go up. There. Still not Arch Tavis, so I'm not going to worry about that. There we go. And that was one of the reasons why Bob wasn't working, was because Bob was no longer connected to the network. So... Alright. So that's piped in, that's piped in. Need to make sure that the rest of the network is wired up. Really quick, hopefully. Okay, so I'm seeing a bunch of stuff back there that still needs to be welded in. So it needs interior plates to finish that. And interior plates to finish that. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. Alright, so now the assembler that we just built over here, I have to go back around this way. Yeah, once everything's piped in, it's not a problem. It's just getting it all piped in the first time. And I am going to drop 500 of those in there. We are going to go production. We are going to do disassemble. Oh, dear God. So it's basically Bob is stealing the stuff faster than the thing can break it down. What do you mean incomplete? Is that incomplete? Oh, that one is. Okay. Alright. So we want to have that thing produce a couple hundred of those. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I'm hoping Bob is prioritizing appropriately. It is Bob, though, so never make that assumption. 2 meters of snow, so Bob's, that's right. That's always a possibility. See, I need Bob to actually fix that piece right there. Bob, you're killing me here. Alright, so those are all piped in. Those are now piped in, those are piped in, and I have a feeling that the stuff behind this wall is not piped in. Yep, see? Damn it, Bob, you had one job. One job! Alright, so... let's go ahead and grab 1K of this. Oh, so the refinery is piped in somewhere. Through the assemblers, I guess. But, alright. Okay, we're gonna... and I need to take this one out for a second. So you need motors. Actually, you need small tubes and construction components. Now, I don't think we need anything other than iron for those 2 items. Let's go ahead and make a couple hundred of those, and we said construction components. Inventory. Yes, I know my suit energy is low. Thank you for telling me. Alright. So we're just waiting for construction components to finish. Military escort. Okay. Yeah, so once all of these are piped in, and these don't even have to be piped in because that's actually connected through the other thing, but in order for it to get down here, we need construction components to be finished. So we're just waiting for the construction components to finish up then. So we're going to drop those there. Bob, you better not be doing what I think you're doing. You and I are going to have some words here in a second. Give me the 20 components, damn it. There you go. Alright. Bob is basically trying to get all of the modules and everything upgraded first. And we need to go up here. There you go. When it's more important for us to have all of the piping done so that this stuff actually can get where it needs to go. So then it goes back here. Come over here. Just make sure. So that's all piped in. That pipes into here, which pipes into there, so it goes into inventory, so we can get in and out of inventory. Since that goes in and out of inventory, it pipes down. So it pipes down over to here, and this becomes the hub. So now production stuff can go this way or that way, and then around here. Okay. And since it goes through there, it means we can get stuff in and out of the refinery as well. Okay. Now to test that, we are going to take something from here. Let's try that again, shall we? There you go. Okay, so everything is apparently piped in. So let's go here, go check this. Yep, everything is piped in. Okay. You go over here too. Awesome. Alright. So Bob now has access to everything in inventory again. That's good. He's able to start welding stuff up for us. Alright, now we need to start patching all of the crap that we broke. Oh, okay. And I think we're going to take this out, maybe? I don't know. So for now, we're going to go ahead and just start plugging this stuff up to close it off a little bit here so that we can get things up and running. Okay, so that should be good on that side. Now, do I want to... I'm thinking yes. I think we're going to take this out. That. And then that lets us basically close all of this off. And then if this leaves this available so that if we want to pipe something down here, like we did on the other side, which I'm thinking we probably are going to do, come to think of it. You are dead space. Okay. So we're gonna leave that exposed right now because we're eventually going to put a connector in here. Of course, I did put the connector down there on this side. Because on the other side, what I did is I had the conveyor there. And we did, basically this is what we did over on the other side. So you need construction components. And you need a little bit of everything. Okay. I got all the interior plates. Let's grab those. Motors, that's what I needed. Do I have any more motors? Oh crap, we don't have any more motors. Do we have any landing gear? Landing gear have motors. Or did I take them all? I have already claimed all the landing gear. Oh crap. Because I think motors require cobalt. There we are. Where are my motors? Where there? Nickel. I think 100 of those. I think we have some nickel. Right? Yes, we have nickel. Okay. Alright, so... why are you not transferring things through is the question. What the... really? Come on. Give me motors. Yeah, oh man. Son of a... oh... Hey Sharky, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic day, bud. So a conveyor junction is better than a tube because it's airtight and it has the ability to connect on all 6 sides. But the tubes are cheaper and a little bit lighter. So, and that way you don't have, you know, basically the conveyor blocks all over the place. So you're going there. You're done. You're there, and 2 and 3. Okay. And we are going to queue up like 500 of those. Okay. And since we now need more iron, Come on, Bob. Come get some yummy, yummy iron for us. Come on, pick up the iron. There he goes. Thank you. So let's go with all this. Let's see if we can get. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Medical room can lose. Tank can lose. Right, first things first. Let's get rid of all these things, right? We don't want to see those. We're going to make a thruster group. Get those out of there. Doors are going to go away at some point, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those. Yep. Alright, so so basically now we can go like this. We can get rid of the things that we know don't have. Nope. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. So you're all on. You've got it set up. You've got. Okay, so everything's set to be using conveyor, but Bob is just like freaking out for some reason. So. All right, so I do think that is most of what we are doing for today. You need reactors and computers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this stuff done up off camera, I think. Yeah, see, Bob for some reason is just not pulling the materials. So I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those like buttons. If you're new to the channel, haven't done so already, I do also ask that you subscribe. And then if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. Always happy to answer questions as I can. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a fabulous week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now I get to go beat Bob for a couple of hours.